Hi, I'm Toby, and I'm going to be looking at ownership and funding with this. First, I'm going to cover funding. There's 9 aspects that are covered by funding. First one is the TV license. The TV license will cover all TV sets and equipment. In a single business premises, you must have a separate list for any residential accommodation on your business premises. You can apply for a company group license if your business has several sites to save on cost. The next one is subscription. Subscriptions are often used in media associations. People are allowed to subscribe to the product, person, etc. And making it big in the world unless it doesn't get many subscribes. The next one is pay-per-view. Pay-per-view provides a separate service by which a television audience can purchase events to view via private telecast. The next one is sponsorship. Sponsorship is 2 ways process, and it returns for money or sponsorship is kind of service. Good or expired company will expect some benefits. The next one is advertising. It's an online display advertiser are the victims of fraud unwittingly funding this ecosystem today. Product placement. Product placement stands out as a marketing strategy because it is imperative to attach the utmost importance to the context and the environment within the product is displayed or used. Private capital is my next one. Preferences and investment strategies, however, all provide working capital to a target company to nurture expansion, new product development, or reconstruction of the company's operation, management, or ownership. Financial aids are referred to awards to specification individual students. Certain governors, e.g. Nordic countries, provide student benefits. Last one is development funding. Advice on potential or projects on their eligibility to funding, including information on applying for funding or specifications, regions. Now I'm going to look at private versus public companies. Private companies, it can be a limited liability company, corporation, partnership, or proprietorship. If the shares are privately held and not traded publicly, private companies are not required to publicly disclose financial information, while public companies are required by the Securities and Exchange Commissions to file an annual report documents their performance in detail. Companies do not need shareholders' approval for the operational growth strategy decision made by the company, as long as that is stated in their corporation document. Public companies can go private by having their owners buy back shares from the shareholders, whether they are members of the public, another company as an individual, or a smaller group of investors. Public companies must inform shareholders about and get approval for companies. For company operation, financial performance, management actions, and other decisions. Going public is expensive, and there is an unlimited liability for companies' owners. Public companies can return to the stock market and raise more capital via secondary stock offered or by issued a bond. Next one is about ownership. It covers local, national, and global. For my local, I did Central Nottingham News. It's where you can find all the latest updates from what's happening around Nottingham, e.g. crimes, accidents, and much more. The owners of Central News are ITV plc. They operate in offices, finding all of their latest information on Nottingham. Central Nottingham takes members of a crew from their offices to go out and explore Nottingham to find out as much information as they can about any recent news over Nottingham. They interview members of the public and etc. There are around 60 employees that work around Central Nottingham News. The Nottingham Studio Complex is finally opened in January 1984, and there is only one studio that could find that Nottingham Central News have. Now I'm going to do pros and cons on this. Pros: Central Nottingham News does take equipment out in any kind of weather to prove how rough weathers can be for weather forecasts, and so the public know what they're going to be coming across if they're going out in this bad weather. Cons: equipment can easily get damaged from the ITV, so it forces them to buy more equipment, whatever the price is paid. National: I did the British Film Institute. It encouraged the development of the start of the film, television and the moving image throughout the United Kingdom, to promote their use and record of computational life and manners, to promote education about film, television and the moving image generally. The BFI is currently managed on a day-to-day basis by a Chief Executive, Amanda Neville. They operate all around the nation, trying to educate people that want to be in the TV and film industry. They operate in the 57th BFI London Film Festival. They have 9 senior staff, and there are 75 fellows on the BFI. The BFI have 7 studios, are the NF1, NFT2 and NF3, and the main studio and the Blue Room, the Riverfront and the Attribute. The pros: they educate 16 and older students. They're all over the UK. They study all jobs in the TV and film industry. The con is it's only in the UK. Global: I chose BBC for this. It's the UK but sends out crews all over the world for the news, TV programmes and music. You can find a lot of information from the BBC. The BBC operates in London. They focus in subjects like news, sports, weather, iPlayer, TV, radio, CBBC, CBeebies, comedy, food, history, learning, music, science, nature, local and travel news. They own many studios, all based around the world but mainly in the UK. They have 12 studios that are run in the UK. Also Press A and Press B. The BBC is the world's largest broadcaster in the world, by number of employees with about 23,000 staff. The Crown-owned BBC company. They work around the globe, and the con is jealousy happens between other companies. The next thing is vertical and horizontal integrations. Vertical integration is one of the processes with several steps in the production and or distribution of product and service controlled by single companies on entity, and in order to increase that company's power in the market. That's it. That's all I've done. Thanks for watching.